Hello and welcome to Bryan Living and Learning. I'm Sandy Ferris, Communications Director for Bryan ISD. You may notice I'm missing my co-host. Alan Brugman with the City of Bryan and his wife Lou Mandy are the proud new parents of Bright Vivian Brugman, who was born a few days ago. Alan's taken a little bit of time off to be with mom and baby, and he reports they're doing well, so we'll look forward to having him back soon. Well, we've talked many times on this program about Kickstart Kids. It's the character education and martial arts program started by Chuck Norris and his wife Gina. We now have the program in two of our middle schools, Davila and Jane Long. Recently, Kickstart held a fundraising event to benefit the programs in both of those schools. The Brazos County Expo Center was buzzing with excitement September 10th as the Kickstart Western event to benefit Bryan ISD's Kickstart program provided plenty in the way of entertainment for all who attended. Local singer Mandy Walker and her band started things off with a concert in the arena, followed by a performance by the Little Wranglers, who showcased their award-winning dance moves. Kickstart students from Navasota and Davila Middle School were up next. Davila students wowed the crowd as they broke boards in a demonstration of power and discipline and performed martial arts routines. Kickstart founders Chuck and Gina Norris were on hand to welcome the crowd. The Kickstart program provides character education and martial arts training to thousands of students in Texas schools. The exhibition rodeo included something for everyone. From mutton-busting little cowboys to barrel racing, saddle bronc riding, rodeo clowns, and the always popular bull riding. Superintendent Dr. Tommy Wallace had a part in the evening as well, drawing the winning ticket for a giveaway. Approximately 250 students are enrolled in Kickstart in Bryan ISD at Davila and Jane Long Middle Schools. Well, again, we want to say thank you to the sponsors of that event, and we look forward to another fundraising activity next year. Well, last time we told you about a new video series from Bryan ISD highlighting teachers called Just a Minute. This time we're going to introduce you to another series called Am Bryan ISD, in which we showcase students in our district. Here's a look at some of those spots.
My name is Matt Hayhurst, and I'm a senior at Rudder High School. I first started playing guitar in 6th grade when my parents got me a guitar for Christmas. I recorded my first solo album with all original material that I wrote about a year ago in my bedroom with my guitar, my voice, and a 24 megabit recording system. After high school, I plan on going to Texas State University or Berkeley University in Boston, Massachusetts to continue studying music. I am Matt Hayhurst, and I am Bryan ISD.
My name is Natalie Swinson, and I'm a freshman at Bryan High School. This past summer, I went to the Texas State 4-H Horse Show and was a member of the Brazos County Faith Riders drill team, and we placed second. I also got 6th place in pole bending and made finals of barrel racing. I'm showing a steer this year in FFA and will be competing in Texas High School Rodeo and hope to get a scholarship. I'm Natalie Swinson, and I am Bryan ISD.
My name is Brianna Suber. And my name is Kiana Suber. And we are 7th graders at San River Middle School. For the past 2 years, we competed in the National Junior Olympics and medaled in almost every event. Two of those events that we're very proud of are the 2 relays, which we silver medaled nationally in both. We plan to keep competing in track and field through high school, and even one day to compete in the real Olympics on Team USA. I'm Brianna Suber.
And I'm Kiana Suber.
And I am Bryan ISD.
My name is Hunter Ferris, and I'm a senior at Rudder High School.
I play drums for the adult and youth ministry at Central Baptist Church. I've been on various mission trips to Virginia and Mexico and Seattle, Washington. I'm also a leader for FCA, and I do various community service work through the church. Whenever I attend college, I intend to keep pursuing the music activities. I'm Hunter Ferris, and I am Bryan ISD.
All of the I Am Bryan ISD spots are currently appearing on local television channels as well as our own Channel 16, and they're available for download on our website, bryanisd.org. Well, if you've watched Bryan Living and Learning for any length of time, you know that from time to time we go to historical sites around the city of Bryan, and we talk a good bit about the history of our town and our county. Recently, retired Judge Tom MacDonald spent some time with us giving an oral history of law in Brazos County.
My name is W.T. MacDonald Jr. I'm generally known as Tom MacDonald. I'm a proud native of Brazos County, where I've been a lawyer most of my adult life and have served as a county attorney, district attorney, and district judge. I now serve in the capacity of senior district judge, which means that I can take assignments anywhere in the state of Texas for other judges on an as-needed basis, and depending on my schedule, because I do quite a number of mediations. And this committee located the county seat in what they considered to be pretty close to the center of the county on 150 acres and named it Booneville after Mordecai Boone Sr., who was a member of the committee. This area is about where Tom Light Chevrolet and the Atkinson Toyota is running in a westerly direction toward the Booneville Cemetery, roughly in that area. A public square was set aside and the first log cabin was built, and then the log courthouse was built by volunteer labor in one day. That courthouse was only used for 5 years, and it was described by Harvey Mitchell, who earned the title Father of Brazos County, as having a dirt floor, one doorway, no windows, large spaces between the logs, and the chairs and tables were barred when court was in session. The fourth courthouse had a stately appearance compared to its predecessors, but was seriously defective because of a lack of skill on the part of the supervising architect and workman, poor quality, and it was not long before the foundations began to collapse. By reinforcement, the building lasted 23 years. In 1892, the fifth courthouse was built and completed on November the 1st, 1892. It was built of white sandstone from Comanche County, and red stone was used for trimming, which came from Pecos County. The cost was $65,000 and considered a magnificent structure in its day. The 85th District Court has very unique special jurisdiction and is only one of 3 Texas State District Courts designated by the Immigration and Naturalization Service of the United States Department of Justice to hear and grant petitions of naturalization and citizenship. The other 2 district courts are in Edinburgh and Rio Grande City. All other citizenship and naturalization certificates are in the federal courts. So it's a distinct special jurisdiction for the 85th District Court, and the ceremonies are very heartwarming, and it's a real pleasure to see the new citizens from all over the world, particularly with A&M here, to come and become United States citizens. And another case are the Lake Waco murders. The Lake Waco murders were sent, Judge George Allen called me and asked me if I would try the case because there'd been so much publicity when he tried one of them in Waco that he could not have another trial there of the other defendants. The fact situation was there was a store owner named Mani Deeb who owned a store near the Methodist Orphans Home. And two young girls would come there all the time and shop. And he befriended them and told them that he needed to use them as part-time help sometime. And in order to do so, he needed to have workers' comp insurance on them and asked them to sign these documents, which he said were applications. Truth and fact, they were applications for life insurance policies. He took out sizable insurance policies for them, and then he hired an ex-convict name of David Spence and gave him pictures of these two girls and said he'd give him a sizable amount of money if he killed them. Spence goes and gets two of his friends, Gilbert and Tony Melendez, and Deeb had told him that these girls like to go to this park on Lake Waco, and so they would drive around off and on looking for the girls at this park. And one day they see two young girls with a young boy at Koenig Park, and they wait till dark, they sexually abuse the little girls, they kill them, and they kill the young boy. They load them in the back of a truck and go to the opposite side of Lake Waco to Spiegelville Park and dump the bodies. They only had a photograph of the ones that he had contracted, and these young girls that were killed were not the ones from the orphanage. They were totally different. The two that Deeb contracted to have killed are still alive and well today and in contact with the families of the young girls that were killed. And they were at the trial of the Spence case here in Bryan. Very nice young girls, but it has had a tremendous effect on them being peripherally involved in this whole horrible situation. Deeb was tried first as the man that contracted with Spence, and that's what received so much publicity in Waco. So then Spence's case was sent down here and tried in the 85th District Court. He received the death penalty. A book was written about it called Careless Whispers. There was a TV special made about it. A lot of law was made as a result of the case. It was the first time that bite marks were ever used and admitted into evidence in Texas because Spence had bitten one of the girls on her breast, and I ordered him to give a mold of his teeth, his bite, and it matched up the marks on her breast, and that was one of the strong connecting pieces of evidence. At his trial, the psychiatrist who was testifying about his propensity for dangerousness, he testified, "He is dangerous even to those of us who are in this courtroom. If he had the means, he would kill each of us here. I have to admit that I am very frightened at this very moment. The palms of my hands are shaking, not because I am nervous about testifying, it is because of him." That's how bad this fellow was.
I think there is one unique thing about Brazos County, and that is the 85th District Court having had 3 fathers and 3 sons as the district judge. The first combination would have been Judge W.C. Davis Sr. and his son, W.C. Davis Jr., though they did not succeed each other. And then there was W.S. Barron, who had succeeded Judge W.C. Davis Sr., and his son was John M. Barron, and then W.T. MacDonald Sr. and W.T. MacDonald Jr. Was the other father-son combination. And I think there might be a picture someplace, but it's when these, as I recall, I think it's in Judge MacDonald's office that it was made of all 3. Well, no, W.C. Davis Sr. had passed away, but the rest of them were all shown in one picture at one time. I think that's quite unique.
To watch the entire interview with Judge MacDonald, it'll be available on thegoodlifetexasstyle.com and also here on Channel 16. That's all the time we have today on Bryan Living and Learning. I'm Sandy Ferris. Thanks for watching.